Good evening from Washington, D.C., and thank you to those of you joining us from around the world for news from a Catholic perspective. I'm Lauren Ashburn. President Trump openly questions U.S. intelligence in a press conference with Russian leader Vladimir Putin today in Helsinki. It comes as U.S. federal authorities arrest a Russian woman accused of conspiring to infiltrate American political organizations at the direction of a senior Kremlin official. White House Correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Lauren. We knew election meddling would be the hot topic going into today's summit. President Putin says he did want Donald Trump to win the U.S. election, but took no action to make it happen. Again, President Trump says there was no campaign collusion with Russia, and today he said he doesn't see any reason why Russia would interfere in the 2016 election.
During today's meeting, I addressed directly with President Putin the issue of Russian interference in our elections. I felt this was a message best delivered in person.
President Trump and Russian President Putin spent a great deal of time discussing Russian meddling as they met Monday for several hours. But the president did not strongly condemn the interference efforts. He did continue to deny any involvement between his campaign and Russia.
There was no collusion. I didn't know the president. There was nobody to collude with. There was no collusion with the campaign.
Could you name a single fact that would definitively prove the collusion?
The Russian president says there are no facts to back up collusion claims, but he does admit he wanted candidate Trump to win, thinking he would be better for U.S.-Russia relations. And despite U.S. intelligence that has proven Russia did meddle in the presidential election, President Trump is listening to Putin as well.
So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
Hours before his meeting with Putin, President Trump tweeted, "Our relationship with Russia has never been worse thanks to many years of U.S. foolishness and stupidity, and now the rigged witch hunt."
However, that changed as of about 4 hours ago.
President Trump describing the highly anticipated summit as a first step to a brighter future. Outside the meeting, protesters gathered in Helsinki, including abortion advocates who oppose the Mexico City policy, which prevents U.S. taxpayer money from promoting overseas abortions.
We want to gain some visibility for the draconian policy that Trump has put in place, which cuts all funding to health organizations that provide services, critical services to women and children in low-income countries.
Pro-life organizations strongly support the Mexico City policy, saying it protects unborn children abroad. President Trump reinstated the policy shortly after being elected. Lauren?
Mark, today, President cited Vladimir Putin's denials of the Russian meddling. How is the U.S. intelligence community reacting?
The director of national intelligence, Dan Coats, released a statement this afternoon saying, quote, "We have been clear in our assessments of Russian meddling in the 2016 election and their ongoing pervasive efforts to undermine our democracy." He adds, "We will continue to provide unvarnished and objective intelligence in support of our national security." Lauren?
White House Correspondent Mark Irons, thank you.